Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my English lesson with me, Mrs. Rumiatun. Today we would like to English lesson. The topic is about narrative text special about fable. Pembelajaran hari ini ditujukan pada kelas 10 SMA atau SMK. Tujuan pembelajarannya yang pertama, peserta didik dapat mengidentifikasi definisi dari naratif teks dengan benar. Yang kedua, peserta didik dapat mengidentifikasi fungsi sosial dari teks naratif dengan benar. Yang ketiga, peserta didik dapat mengidentifikasi struktur teks naratif dengan benar. Dan yang keempat, peserta didik dapat mengidentifikasi unsur bahasa yang digunakan dalam teks naratif secara benar. Okay, let's get started. This is my question for you. All students, have you ever read a story in your life? Yes, of course. And then, what story have you read? For example, about the story maybe, the novel, and many other stories maybe. And every story that you have read, if we call the text, this is narrative text. Jadi semua cerita yang pernah kita baca, yang pernah kalian baca, itu adalah masuk ke dalam kategori narrative text. So what is the definition of narrative text? This is the definition. Narrative text is a text that tell about a story in the past time. Jadi narrative text itu adalah sebuah teks yang menceritakan cerita yang terjadi di waktu lampau. And then next, let's see the picture, my student. What do you see in the picture? We see this is a crocodile, right? And then this is rabbit. So we focus about the narrative text about fable. Jadi kita fokuskan pembelajaran narrative text kategori jenis fable. Fable is a story that tell the life of animals which have behavior like human. Jadi fable itu adalah sebuah cerita yang berkarakterkan para binatang, tetapi mereka itu bisa bersikap seperti manusia. For example, the crocodile and the rabbit story. And the next, the social function of the narrative text. This is to entertain or amuse the reader about a story in the past time. Jadi tujuan penulisan dari teks naratif itu adalah untuk menghibur pembaca. So we feel happy when we read the story. And then next, about the generic structure. Every text actually has generic structure, include narrative text. This is the generic structure of the narrative text. The first is orientation. This is in the first paragraph. Jadi bagian yang pertama itu adalah orientation. Dia terletak di paragraf pertama. It is the beginning of the story that tell about characters, time, and place of the story. Jadi di sini penulis mengenalkan karakter atau tokoh, waktu dan tempat terjadinya cerita. And then the second is complication. This is tell about the conflict of the story. Bagian komplikasi menceritakan konflik yang terjadi di dalam cerita. And the next, resolution. Because this is there is a conflict before, so there is a solution. Karena ada konflik sebelumnya, maka di situ nanti akan ditemukan solution that we call this is resolution part in the story. And then the last, this is reorientation. This is the content of moral value of the story. Ini berisikan pesan moral dari cerita, but this is optional, my students. Ini adalah pilihan. It can be in the story, it can be written by the writer or not, because we thought there is no reorientation. The reader can conclude the moral value by reading the whole of the story. Jadi tanpa ada ini pun nanti pembaca juga tetap bisa menyimpulkan pesan moral dari cerita dengan membaca keseluruhan isi cerita. So this is the generic structure of the narrative text. The first is orientation, and then complication, and then resolution. And the optional is reorientation. And then about the language features or unsur bahasa yang digunakan di dalam menulis teks naratif. The first is simple past tense. Narrative text use simple past tense because the story tell us about something that happened in the past. So use simple past tense. Karena cerita ini menceritakan kejadian di waktu lampau, maka salah satu unsur bahasanya adalah menggunakan tense simple past ya. So you should write use verb to. Jadi menggunakan kata kerja bentuk kedua. For example, they turned their backs on the grasshopper. Ya, they as subject and then followed by verb to turned. And then the second is action verb. For example, walk, run, read, ya. And then direct speech, ya. Like this, making music were you? They cried, yeah, because in the story, the characters do interaction each other, so use direct speech. Karena di dalam cerita itu nanti terjadi interaksi antar tokoh, maka akan ada ditemukan yang namanya kalimat langsung. And then this is the example. You can see, yeah, the picture. There are some ants, and then this is grasshopper. Yeah, we can make the fable from the story. For example, like this. Yeah, this is the example. Yeah, the ant and grasshopper. One bright day in late autumn, a family of ants were blasting about in the warm sunshine, trying out the grain they had stored up during the summer. When a starving grasshopper, his fiddle under his arm, came up and humbly begged for a bite to eat. "What?" cried the ants in surprise. "Haven't you stored anything away for the winter? What in the world were you doing all last summer?" "I didn't have time to store up any food," whined the grasshopper. "I was so busy making music that before I knew it the summer was gone." The ants shrugged their shoulders in disgust. "Making music, were you?" cried the ants. "Very well, now dance." The ants turned their backs on the grasshopper and went on with their work. Yeah, this is the example. So you can answer the question after that. This is question. Yeah, this is about the narrative text. Thank you. I say Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.